Yes, she was totally aware that she would weep and break down once she sees the masculine hands of Slock folded in death, the face that had never glanced, save with loving and tender eyes, but which many a time cast a grey and dead stare at her. But beyond all this disgruntled moment, she could visualize a long procession of future years that would be solely hers. With open arms, she was all set to welcome this freedom, which she felt was missing during her years wedded to Slock. Yes, she would just live for herself in the years to come. It was a strange feeling of apprehension and joy, and she felt butterflies in her stomach. This intention of hers, whether kind or cruel, made the act look no less a crime as she looked at it in that brief moment of luminescence. There would be no powerful, imposing authority above her in that blind obstinacy with which women and men believe they have a private legal entitlement to impose upon their spouses. But yet it could not be said that she did not love him. Yes, at times. It was a love and hate relationship between them. It did not matter much now. What could this feeling of love, the baffled mystery, be, when compared to this custodian of self-declaration, which she suddenly realized as the strongest urge of hers at the present moment? "I am born free again. My body and soul are free," she kept repeating in a hushed tone. On the other side of the room's closed door, Nina was banging the door and kneeling, with her lips pressed against the keyhole, begging Chandni to open the door and let her in. "Chandni, my dear sister, please open the door. I beg of you, little sis of mine. We want to see you. Please listen to me. We are here for you. You are our little princess. Don't torture yourself. We are worried. What is it that you are doing, Chandni Gudia? Please, please, we want to see you. For heaven's sake, open the door and let us in. Go away, Nina Didi. Don't you worry about me. I'm not going to harm myself. Be rest assured." Her thoughts were running riot. How will Nina ever understand me? Nobody can guess my feelings now. Here I am drinking in the elixir of life and enjoying my newfound freedom through the wide open window, gazing at the wonderful azure sky. Soon her mind started racing uncontrollably over those days that were yet to come. Rainy days, summer days and winter days, and all other types of days would be hers and hers alone. She uttered a quick prayer, asking God to grant her a very long life. It was just yesterday that she thought with a shiver about the long life which she might have to live with Slock. Chandni stood up at length and opened the door, hearing her sister's entreaties, which became louder and louder. Her eyes displayed a maniacal triumph, and she carried herself involuntarily like Nike, the goddess of victory in Greek mythology. She wrapped her hands around her sister's waist, and fully leaning against Nina, both the sisters gradually descended the staircase. Nitin stood at the bottom of the staircase, totally disturbed and devastated by the recent happenings. Suddenly, everyone turned their gaze towards the door. Someone was trying to open the main front door with a latch key. Who could it be? Perhaps Slock's parents or some close friend, thought they. Behold, what a sight. It was Slock who entered the house, in a crumpled t-shirt and a somewhat soiled pant. Carrying his small suitcase and an umbrella, he looked travel-stained and had obviously missed the bus by a few minutes, as the auto rickshaw in which he was travelling to catch his bus was held in heavy traffic and could not make it on time to board the bus. He looked dazed and totally unaware of the tragedy which had struck the bus which he was supposed to have boarded. He was far from the scene of the accident and totally clueless about the tragic happening. He stood bewildered and amazed on hearing Nina's ear-piercing cry, and at Nitin's shocked look, Chandni's eyes met with that of Slock's, and suddenly she collapsed and was rushed to the nearby hospital. On admission, she was pronounced dead due to cardiac arrest. Why? Is it due to the crashing of her future dreams, or the beginning of her bad times once again? Or is it something else, sudden joy, that proved to be a killer? It is left to the reader's imagination.